Hello. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being part of the Liverpool chapter. Liverpool chapter. Please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on whatever I've got to bring to, as long as it's important, as long as it is Liverpool related. Right about here at the Liverpool chapter with me, your very host, Abu Kals, as I'm definitely dedicated to bring to the latest rate as it comes in. We definitely are talking about big transfers. We definitely talking about transfers of different football players. It is the transfer season, so we are definitely going to be talking a lot about transfers, who's going where, who's remaining at the club, not forgetting who is the club definitely buying. Already the club has already got a few football players in, and it will be remembered that despite the fact that the club has already got two good midfielders in, the club is still looking at getting even more football players in. Let us know what you definitely think and the football player you think that should for a fact be at the club. Liverpool, let us know what you definitely think. So let's get the party started. We've got a bit of news about Kylian Mbappé. We've got a bit of news about Jeremy Doku. We've also got a bit of news of the Fiorentina superstar, and that is none other than Sofian Amrabat, and very many more. Anderson has also got a bit of news for us. Anyway, make sure you stick around as I give you the latest information coming in. My name is Abu Kals, and definitely am bringing to you the latest of information that you definitely need to know. So I will remember that the club Liverpool has already signed two good football players, two midfielders, one of them being Alexis McAllister from Brighton and Hove at a transfer fee of £35 million. That very many people said really was a good negotiation. £35 million is a very good price for the football player, Alexis McAllister, with some people really going on and saying that was an absolute good transfer, very low price, but big quality, World Cup winner. And definitely we are waiting for him to start playing, as everything is going on quite well. We're waiting for the Premier League really to start, and we watch him really play in the Premier League games. And definitely when he's been playing in the World Cup, he has always been a big talent. He's always been a big football player, and you can tell that he's one for the future. Then also really not forgetting that when he's been playing at Brighton and Hove, he's given quite a lot of headache to very many clubs, including Liverpool. And that's why Liverpool really ended up signing him, because he's a big talent. Then talking a little bit about Dominic Szoboszlai, who is an RB Leipzig football player, but also is one that definitely has been eyed by quite a big number of clubs. The club Liverpool really said that is not going to be letting go of the superstar, and Liverpool had to seal the deal that was worth £60 million for Dominic Szoboszlai. So, you will remember that Dominic Szoboszlai really is going to be part of the squad at the Liverpool club for quite a long period of time, because his contract really lasts for some time. And right about now, the fact that Liverpool is looking at reinforcement again in different fields, really. Liverpool is looking at reinforcement in the striking section again. I personally would have thought that Liverpool is really okay when it comes to the striking section, with the fact that you've got football players who are quite good, football players like Darwin Núñez, who's very okay, but sources are saying that Liverpool is in a hands of a big forward. Big forwards are looking for a very good forward, and that is the club Liverpool, and we hope really everything goes on quite well for the club Liverpool when it comes to these transfers. And right about now, I've got also good news about Kylian Mbappé, and why is Kylian Mbappé really why is he in the news? Why is he being talked about? What is definitely happening with Kylian Mbappé and him being at the club Liverpool, and also what has he said? And we're getting quite a bit of information from the Mirror talking about Kylian Mbappé and potential move to Liverpool, and also what he's definitely said about one of the football players of Liverpool, actually no football players but targets. So it will be remembered that Jeremy Doku, for those of you who do not know, Jeremy Doku is a professional football player who plays as a forward for a League One club. Rennes and also plays for the Belgian national team, and definitely that shows you the kind of football player he definitely is. And one of the biggest admirers of Doku, is he Doku? Yeah, Jeremy Doku is Kylian Mbappé. For some reason, Kylian Mbappé likes Jeremy Doku, and he's been talking a bit about Jeremy Doku. And he said to his dad, it's like, look, I definitely want, I definitely like this young lad, Jeremy Doku. I think he's a brilliant football player. In fact, I think if I can get the exact words that Kylian Mbappé really said before we even go any further, I think that would be the best thing. Oh, let me see. What did Kylian Mbappé say about this football player? Because there was quite a lot that was said, and that's from the Mirror. Doku has many admirers, including Kylian Mbappé, the World Cup winner, told France Football in 2021, and recently, I was speaking with my father about a player who impressed me from the stands because of his speed, qualities. And that is Jeremy Doku at Rennes. And that was quite big news, really. That was quite good news. And let's really hope that he will definitely, the club Liverpool will got him. As the Mirror really said that, according to the Mirror says that Kylian Mbappé really approved Jurgen Klopp's interest really in this transfer, and that's why he's really being connected to the club Liverpool, really. Anyway, let's really wait and see. And people asking me about Kylian Mbappé, whether it's possible, whether he's going to be making a move to the club Liverpool. I think Kylian Mbappé making a move to the club Liverpool, it could be a bit tricky, but never say never, but it really involves quite a lot of money. But the fact that Liverpool has already gone into negotiations with quite a number of Saudi Pro League clubs about Henderson and Fabinho, definitely that shows you that there's going to be quite a big amount of exposure of big fans to the club Liverpool to spend, and that's why we cannot say never to Kylian Mbappé. Quite a lot of fans are going to be available if Fabinho is sold, and as Fabinho has already is in his final stages of signing for the Saudi Arabian club, and Henderson has not said no to a Saudi Arabian club. Al Ettifaq that definitely needs him. Al Ettifaq needs the football player to go and play over there, and that definitely will bring quite a lot of money, big money to the club Liverpool, and I think that will be quite great, and that can finance whatever project that really Liverpool wants to do. And if Liverpool is really interested in Kylian Mbappé, there will be an reasonable amount of money ready on their exposure to make sure that they can spend and get decent football players. And that definitely could really also be used to finance even more football players, as we already know that the Fiorentina superstar, Fiorentina and Moroccan football player, and that is none other than Sofian Amrabat, is a big target for the club Liverpool, and we could also see the financing available for him. And not forgetting that those are not the only football players that Liverpool is interested in. We've also got Romeo Lavia, who's been linked to the club Liverpool for some time, and right about now there is a big possibility that Romeo Lavia could really end up at the club Liverpool. Big chance, big possibility, because Liverpool is really looking at reinforcement in different fields, and them getting Romeo Lavia, that would be a good thing. But again, switching back to Kylian Mbappé, I think Mbappé really could make it quite big if he gets to Liverpool. I think definitely that would be a big challenge for him. I must say, it could be a big challenge for him if he gets to Liverpool, and it would be a challenge for him to, because the Premier League really is not like any other league. When you're talking about the Premier League, you're talking about the most difficult, most competitive league in the world, and that is the Premier League. So it could be a bit tricky for any other club, but Liverpool really is doing quite well. when it comes to transfers, the fact that Liverpool has already got what they definitely needed, and 2 football players are really in. And right about now, do you think that we could see Liverpool struggling or fighting, going into a bidding war with Real Madrid for the football player Kylian Mbappé? There is that possibility. That possibility is really there. We could see Liverpool are battling Real Madrid, because there's going to be quite a lot of money on exposure for the club Liverpool after selling a number of football players, including Jordan Henderson and also Roberto Firmino. Anyway, let's really think that everything will go on quite well and as planned for the club Liverpool, as Liverpool is trying to make sure that they can get a big number of football players in, and that could definitely be quite good. And let's really wait and see how really things will go for the club Liverpool, as Liverpool is looking at reinforcements really in different sectors, but things will possibly run quite well for the club Liverpool if they definitely get Kylian Mbappé, because Kylian Mbappé, if you buy Kylian Mbappé, it's like buying a finished good. There is nothing more that you're going to put on table for Kylian Mbappé. He is already made. He is a very good football player, and he already is really doing it. He's already scored a big number of goals, so if Liverpool can get Kylian Mbappé, that would be quite a big deal, possibly the biggest deal of the season, and I would really like to see Kylian Mbappé really playing in the Liverpool squad. That would definitely be a brilliant thing. I mean, we need a bit of competition. We need big competition for the club, for big competition in the Premier League, and I think Kylian Mbappé would definitely bring that through Liverpool. So let's hope everything goes on quite well for the club Liverpool, as Dominic Szoboszlai is already at the club, and also the Brighton and Hove superstar Alexis McAllister is already at the club. And now Liverpool looking at reinforcements again, getting a few more football players. Liverpool is acting slow but sure, trying to observe which football players could definitely fit in the squad. As I'm telling you that Jeremy Doku is most likely going to be ending up at the club Liverpool, but there is quite big competition between Aston Villa and Liverpool. The question is Liverpool willing to pay the amount of money that is definitely needed? Because looking at the football player, he's still young, then that definitely means it's going to cost quite a bit of money. And Aston Villa really is willing to put in quite a big amount of money to get a football player. So I think that would definitely be a brilliant idea if he is definitely good. So Doku really is a top scorer. Let's see I need to see statistics and see how many goals he scored and stuff like that for Rennes. And I would remember that in the last 29 games in League One, he's managed to score 6 goals and made a wonderful 2 assists, and that was quite good for him. And that is the sort of football player that Liverpool is looking at getting. So he's played in quite a big number of leagues. UEFA Champions League, he's played in the French Cup, he's played in the Europa League, and also in League One, and that's quite great. So let's wait and see how definitely this transfer could definitely go. But it will be remembered that he is a Belgian professional football player and plays also for Rennes. And there is something about him that you definitely need to know. He's known for his speed, dribbling and passing abilities. He was ranked 14th by goal on the NXGN 2021 list of the top 50 players in the world born on or after the 1st of January, and that was in 2002. And that definitely also makes him an extraordinary football player who is 1.73 meters tall. That's a good head for a striker anyway. So I think he definitely could. People ask him about his nationality, is Belgian by nationality, but also he has is linked to Ghana. He was born in Ghana. That's why I've got to know. Anyway, let us know what you definitely think about the football player. And we've been talking about Kylian Mbappé and his potential move to Liverpool and what is said about Jeremy Kodu. Is he Kodu or Doku? Jeremy Doku. That's definitely what I had for you. And please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as it's sports and as long as it is Liverpool related right about here at the Liverpool chapter with me, your very host, Abu Gazatel. Thank you and goodbye for now.